In the heart of Dublin, our journey begins with a promise of discovery and artistic wonder. A curious traveler, drawn by the legacy of literature and modern engineering, sets foot in the city with anticipation. The Samuel Beckett Bridge stands as a beacon of innovation and heritage, inviting us to explore its story. Approaching the bridge, the gentle murmur of the River Liffey sets the stage for a day of enchantment. The early morning light dances on the water, reflecting off the sleek curves of the structure. Every step closer deepens the intrigue about this modern marvel named after Dublin's own literary legend. The air is crisp with the promise of history and the vibrancy of urban life. As the traveler crosses the bustling quays, the bridge's silhouette emerges against the Dublin skyline. A subtle blend of past and present whispers through the corridors of time. Crafted by the visionary architect Santiago Calatrava, the bridge immediately captivates with its futuristic design. The interplay of light and steel creates a dynamic canvas that speaks to both function and art. Its elegant arc hints at the delicate balance between engineering and aesthetics. Suspended high above the gentle flow of the River Liffey, the structure's 31 cable stays shimmer like strands of silver in the sunlight. Each cable appears as a meticulously placed stroke in a living painting. The design evokes the image of a harp gently resting on its side, a tribute to Ireland's cherished national symbol. Named in honor of the celebrated writer Samuel Beckett, the bridge carries an air of literary mystery and introspection. The traveler ponders the connections between Beckett's existential musings and the innovative spirit embodied by the bridge. The melding of art and engineering sets the stage for a narrative that bridges history with modernity. Behind its graceful curves lies an engineering feat that whispers of hidden complexities. The cable-stayed swing bridge is designed to rotate a full 90 degrees, showcasing a sophisticated mechanism that allows ships to glide effortlessly through. Such precision in design stirs admiration and curiosity in every onlooker. The structure is not only a marvel of engineering but also a celebration of Dublin's vibrant urban fabric. Its form and function speak to a city that embraces both heritage and modernity with equal fervor. Every detail, from the sleek pylon to the supporting cables, tells a story of human ingenuity. Walking along the riverbank, the traveler is mesmerized by the seamless integration of art and mechanics. The hidden rotational mechanism, ingeniously tucked into the base of the towering pylon, is a silent testimony to technical brilliance. The bridge's ability to open gracefully for passing vessels adds an element of fluidity and motion to its design. Bathed in the soft glow of the afternoon sun, the cables shimmer like the strings of an ancient instrument. This moment of harmony between structure and sound captures the essence of Ireland's musical soul. The bridge, with its graceful curvature and rhythmic elegance, resonates deeply with those who pause to listen. Gazing upward, the traveler observes how the forward-leaning arc draws the eye into a continuum of art and science. The structure's bold yet refined lines are a visual symphony that bridges the gap between the past and the present. Every cable and curve seems to whisper tales of creative ambition and cultural pride. As twilight descends, the bridge transforms into a canvas of shifting hues and shimmering reflections. The play of light on water creates a mesmerizing spectacle that beckons travelers and locals alike. In this magical moment, the Samuel Beckett Bridge becomes a silent storyteller of Dublin's ever-changing beauty. The vibrant Docklands area, with its modern energy and historic roots, frames the bridge as a landmark of urban renaissance. The traveler feels the pulse of the city in every heartbeat as modernity meets tradition. It is here that Dublin's soul is revealed through architectural brilliance and artistic expression. The towering pylon, a centerpiece of the structure, holds secrets of both design and engineering mastery. Beneath its sleek exterior, a sophisticated mechanism quietly orchestrates the bridge's rotating performance. This hidden marvel reminds the traveler that innovation often lies in the details, waiting to be discovered. In a moment of reflective pause, the traveler contemplates the dynamic motion of the bridge as it transitions between open and closed states. The graceful swing of the structure mimics the ebb and flow of the city's vibrant energy. This interplay of movement and stillness becomes a metaphor for life's own transitions. The 31 cable stays, meticulously arranged in a doubly backstayed formation, are both an aesthetic wonder and a feat of precise engineering. Each cable contributes to the overall harmony, providing strength while accentuating the bridge's delicate form. Their arrangement evokes the image of an intricately strung harp, echoing Ireland's storied past. Spanning over 120 meters across the River Liffey, the bridge stands as an emblem of bold ambition and refined design. The traveler marvels at the audacity of a structure that marries artistic flair with functional excellence. It is a testament to the power of visionary thinking in transforming urban landscapes. As the traveler wanders along the quay, the modern lines of the bridge gently converse with Dublin's historic architecture. The reflective water mirrors this dialogue between eras, creating a picturesque interplay of old and new. The city itself seems to celebrate this synthesis through every architectural flourish. The traveler pauses at a vantage point where the entire span of the bridge unfolds like a living tapestry against the sky. The gentle hum of Dublin's daily life weaves through the narrative of steel and light. This is a place where every detail is an invitation to explore both the seen and the unseen. The bridge's sophisticated mechanism comes alive as it rotates, allowing ships to glide gracefully beneath its arch. The sound of hydraulic whispers and mechanical precision blends with the ambient city sounds, crafting a moment of technical poetry. In this orchestral interlude, the spirit of innovation is palpable and deeply moving. The name Samuel Beckett resonates with layers of meaning, intertwining literary genius with urban innovation. The traveler reflects on Beckett's legacy, a life of exploration, introspection, and profound narrative. The bridge, bearing his name, becomes a living monument to creative resilience and timeless artistry. A collaborative effort known as the Graham-Hollandia joint venture brought this masterpiece to life, uniting expertise from diverse corners of the engineering world. The traveler is struck by the sheer scale of cooperation and the confluence of ideas that birthed such an iconic structure. Every steel cable and every curve is a tribute to the power of shared vision and technical excellence. The bridge's design, evocative of a harp resting on its side, pays homage to Ireland's national symbol with both elegance and subtlety. The delicate interplay of cables and curves creates an image that is at once modern and steeped in tradition. This artistic nod to the past enriches the narrative of a city that values both history and progress. At dusk, the sky blushes with hues of lavender and gold, illuminating the bridge in an ethereal glow. The interplay of fading light and emerging neon creates a cinematic spectacle that captivates every onlooker. The traveler finds themselves immersed in a living painting where each element contributes to a larger poetic whole. The hidden rotational mechanism, ingeniously integrated into the pylon's base, embodies the spirit of quiet revolution in engineering. It is a secret marvel that unfolds with precise grace whenever a vessel demands passage. This technological wonder, concealed within the bridge's robust frame, underscores the blend of art and science in its design. In an unexpected display of fluidity, the bridge opens its graceful arms to welcome a gentle tide of ships. The slow, deliberate motion of the swing bridge captures the essence of synchronized movement, a ballet of steel and water. Observers are left in awe as the structure transforms, seamlessly merging functionality with poetic motion. The interplay between light and shadow creates intricate patterns along the bridge's steel surface, casting a mesmerizing spell over the surroundings. Every detail, from the glistening cables to the reflective water below, tells a story of meticulous craftsmanship. The traveler is enveloped in an atmosphere where art and engineering dance in perfect synchrony. Strolling along the adjoining quays, the traveler is captivated by the dialogue between the modern structure and Dublin's historic urban fabric. The Samuel Beckett Bridge, with its striking silhouette and dynamic presence, redefines the cityscape with each passing moment. It stands as a symbol of innovation that harmoniously coexists with the echoes of the past. As the journey continues, the bridge evolves into a metaphor for Dublin itself, a fusion of artistic spirit, cultural legacy, and forward-thinking ambition. The traveler contemplates how every cable and curve mirrors the city's resilience and creative energy. In this reflective moment, the bridge becomes more than steel and concrete. It is a living narrative of hope and reinvention. The rhythmic hum of the city mingles with the soft mechanical whispers of the rotating bridge, creating an auditory tapestry that stirs the soul. Every note of the ambient score underscores the bridge's dual nature, both a functional marvel and a work of art. In this climactic moment, the traveler feels an overwhelming connection to Dublin's vibrant heartbeat. Deep in thought, the traveler's mind wanders to the literary echoes of Samuel Beckett's work, a world of introspection, existential musings, and dark humor. The bridge, bearing his name, seems to embody that same enigmatic depth and subtle complexity. It stands as a testament to the power of creativity to transform everyday spaces into realms of wonder. The robust pylon, anchoring the entire structure, conceals within its core a marvel of modern engineering. Its hidden mechanics, responsible for the bridge's smooth rotation, operate with the precision of a well-rehearsed symphony. The traveler marvels at how unseen forces work in harmony to sustain such a dynamic structure. Every element of the Samuel Beckett Bridge contributes to a narrative of cultural evolution and technical prowess. The traveler sees it as a microcosm of Dublin, a city where history, art, and innovation converge. It is a place where the old meets the new, forging a unique dialogue that resonates through every rivet and cable. Pausing at a quiet overlook, the traveler admires the delicate intricacy of the cable stays as they converge upon the arc. Each cable, taut and gleaming, appears as a brushstroke on a canvas of modern design. The scene is both mesmerizing and deeply symbolic, capturing the essence of Ireland's enduring artistic spirit. In that resonant moment, the traveler senses the rhythmic heartbeat of the city, intertwined with the gentle pulse of the bridge. The chime reverberates through the urban landscape, a reminder of time's eternal march and the fleeting beauty of now. The experience transforms into a meditation on art, history, and the power of human innovation. The interplay between functionality and aesthetics becomes ever more apparent as the traveler observes the bridge in action. With each slow rotation and graceful movement, the structure communicates its dual role as both a practical thoroughfare and a work of art. It is a living monument to the endless possibilities when design meets daring vision. Immersed in the ambience of the Dublin twilight, the traveler begins to understand the profound narrative woven into every detail of the bridge. The interplay of light, sound, and movement reveals layers of meaning that speak to the city's soul. Each element, from the hidden mechanics to the elegantly arranged cables, reflects a legacy of creativity and determination. An unexpected twist unfolds as the traveler stumbles upon a hidden art installation nestled beneath the bridge's towering presence. This secret gallery, filled with contemporary sculptures and reflective installations, adds a new dimension to the bridge's narrative. It is as if the very structure of Dublin itself is offering up a surprise, a nod to the city's ceaseless ability to reinvent and inspire. The anticipation builds as the traveler contemplates the bridge's vital role in connecting the pulsating heart of the city with its rich maritime heritage. With every glance, the structure invites deeper exploration into its complex narrative of engineering, art, and cultural identity. Dublin's streets and waters seem to converge at this nexus of history and modernity, leaving an indelible mark on the soul. The Samuel Beckett Bridge emerges as a symbol of innovation, resilience, and poetic beauty. The traveler, now enriched by the layers of history, design, and art, departs with a profound sense of connection to Dublin's enduring spirit. As dusk settles into night, the bridge stands illuminated, a timeless beacon linking the past, present, and future in a harmonious symphony of light and shadow.